just want to start by telling you that anything you say is completely confidential, unless you're planning on hurting yourself or someone else, and that we are filming this today for training purposes.
Okay.
Why don't we begin with you telling me a little about yourself?
Hi, my name is Gloria. I'm a Leo. I am a college student. I go to Cazenovia College. I'm a sophomore. I'm a communications major. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a little about your family life?
Obviously I have a mom and a dad. They're divorced. I have a stepdad and a stepmom. I have an older brother, and then my mom's her boyfriend has two boys, and then my dad's new wife has 3 kids. So like,
It sounds like quite an expansive family dynamic.
yeah, it's yeah. My dad, my brother, and my dad, my brother, and all my dad's siblings they live in California, and then my mom and I live here, and like all her family lives out here.
Interesting. Environment and our relationships that we form can be important to assessing our mental health. Tell me a little about your personal relationships.
I've never been in like a romantic relationship before. I have a lot of really strong friendships. Yeah.
Tell me a little about your work and academic life, these things that can influence a lot the way that we operate day to day.
I like to procrastinate a lot, so I don't really get much done, ever. I like to sleep. I sleep through a lot of my classes at college. But I don't have, like, A's in all of my classes. I just sleep through, like, going to classes.
So it sounds like motivation is something that is often overlooked.
Yeah.
We often are most influenced by our medical lives, injuries and medications that we have to take to correct imbalances within ourselves. Tell me a little about your medical history.
There's not much to tell, really. I don't really, I don't ever get, I don't get flu shots. I get sick a lot, but I don't ever take care of it. Had my tonsils removed when I was in 2nd grade, and it's, the only, surgery I've ever had. That's a lie. I had dental surgery. So I had braces. But yeah, I don't really have, much of an extensive medical history. I've seen the same doctor since I was, 2, so.
It sounds like you've been very fortunate in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little about any history of drug or alcohol abuse, anything that may have lasting impact on you.
Personally, or just, in general, my stepdad's an alcoholic, which came in great this Thanksgiving because I got to return all of his cans, so that was helpful. I made $80. He does drugs, not hard drugs, just marijuana. I have this friend. He drinks a lot. He smokes a lot. Sometimes he steals, but it's okay. So it's always kind of around me. But I don't usually partake in the acts.
It must be a strong bond to still be able to stay around this type of person with that sort of behavior going on.
Yeah, I can handle it more on my friends than I can on my stepdad. I just don't think he's good enough for my mom. So that's why I see it. But
tell me a little about your spiritual or religious values. These can often help shape the way that we want to portray ourselves or the people that we want to become.
I'm definitely more spiritual than I am religious. I used to go to church every day when I was little, and then when I was 6, I stopped. But for me, spiritual is being in tune with nature and my surroundings. It's not praise Jesus. So like I tend to lean more spiritually than I do religious. If that makes sense.
Okay. Let's talk a little about your primary concern coming into counseling. What is it that you think we need to address?
I'm sad all the time.
Okay, tell me a little bit about this. Is it something that's been going on for a while? Is it something that's sort of recently begun?
Since like the 6th grade.
Tell me a little about how it manifests. Is it just a constant low-level sort of thing, or does it come in waves?
Oh, waves. Well, okay, it's like a, have you ever swallowed Starlight? That, like, cinnamon burn? That, like, happens all the time. It's, like, physically. Like, it's just like a constant ache, constant burn. But there's, like, spikes occasionally, like, when something happens. Or it could just be, like, a day. Like, it would be, like, a normal Tuesday, and I just can't get out of bed. I'm just crying.
Tell me a little about the other things that are going on in your life, the things that may have an impact on you and the way that you feel.
What do you mean?
Tell me a little about what a normal day is like for Gloria.
A normal day for Gloria. I get up around like 10, and I get ready for class, and then I go to my class, and then I get lunch, and then I go to my next class, and then I'm done for the day around like, around like 2:30 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I kind of like dick around and hang out with friends the rest of the day.
It sounds like your friendships and emotional attachments are important to you.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that with my friends.
How do your friends interacting with you affect this sadness that you feel? Are they something that you reach out for to alleviate that? Tell me more about that.
When I'm like in a funk, I don't like to be around people, so I just kind of like hole up in my room. I'd like turn the lights off. I turn on some Will and Grace and just have like a day to like not do anything.
It sounds like solitude is important to you.
Yes, very.
Tell me a little more about your hobbies and interests, things that you like to do.
I love puzzles.
Tell me about puzzles.
I love jigsaw puzzles with a passion. They're very, very fun. I like kaleidoscopes a lot. I collect them.
It seems like seeing things in a new light and being able to connect pieces that may not have been connectable before is something that interests you.
Yep.
Tell me more about your interests.
I like theater. I've been acting since like the 4th grade.
And that's something that's important to you?
Very.
Tell me about how that influences you on a day-to-day basis.
I have to act like I like people, so that helps. Because I really hate a lot of people.
So it sounds like you're more apt to feign friendship than tell people how you really feel.
Yep. I like to pretend that I'm nice and everything.
Interesting. Well, I think that's just about the time that we have for today. I just want to say that I'm very happy that you came in, and I can't wait to see you again next time.
Same.